one was beyond me.
Are you sure? Wow, 85% apprentice lockpick, and she still can't do it. Do I have to give her the lockpick or something?
Would you please keep this ugly thing away from me?
Well, you need the ugly thing to open that door.
No, just no.
Wow. Tainted foe. Come on now, you can open the door. You can do it. If it's 85%, Why is she not using the lockpick? She can't use the lockpick? Is that what this is? She's a spirit hunter. Is lockpicking an ability? That you have to learn? It has to be it. That's the only thing I can think of. Too much light now.
We miss all the fun.
Oh, see, for me, it's 20%.
The road calls me. A bright future awaits us.
30% for her.
I'm all ears.
So she is the best at doing this. But then why is she not lockpicking it? Doesn't make any sense. Hey, I know you. You're one of these cultists. How's it going, pal? Wanna join? Your lot will be all dead soon, but we'll be alive. I can't. Come on, leave these losers. The crusades are over. Soon the demons will rule the whole world. Here goes nothing. All hail Baphomet. Cowardly traitor. I swear on the sword of Amulet. What?
Do not waver.
Really?
I'll cut you wide open.
And he was a lawful good?
Let the attack commence. Into the fray. The light take you.
You've crossed the wrong mountain.
Oh my god. So they'll take those people, guys over there, and we'll take these guys over here. Okay.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
You won't survive me.
The spirits demand your mind.
Make every strike count. You crossed the wrong mountain.
Shooting into melee, your character Phoenix shoots the enemies engaged in melee combat, which makes them miss a lot. It's hard to hit a target that is fighting in the melee. All ranged attacks against such a target, including ranged touch attacks required for many spells, get a -4 penalty to attack rolls. To remove the penalty to the attack roll for shooting into melee, give the character the precise shot feat. Most classes would require taking the point blank feat. Precise shot. That's perfect shot. Okay. So they don't want you to. I guess it makes sense because it's hard to hit them while they're fighting somewhere.
Die, die, die! Burn! Slice!
You won't survive me.
Okay, it's a masterwork.
Endure this!
May I see your entrails, please?
Together we stand.
Too greedy. Oh, look at her. She's almost dead. Okay, we're still good. Should we pick all those up? I don't know if... Oh, look at this. We missed a couple of... So we don't even have to look. We just wait until the end and just pick these up. And we don't have to worry about missing out on anything. But if I grab these now, I don't know if the next area is going to... if we're going to be fighting or if... You know... So... I'll just pick up the spells. No choice here, really.
What's this? Do
Yeah.
we have guests?
Just in time. The place is a bit of a mess, and I haven't even poured the blood into the goblets yet. Why don't you... Oh! What an unexpected surprise! Staunton, my little sweetheart. Long time no see. I've missed you so much. Have you missed me? Admit it. You missed me terribly.
Marco. You again, you wench!
All these people are like cross-fucking between species and shit. But they're all humanoids. The aged dwarf from Erebeth's troop, silent up to now, spits on the floor. His hardened, craggy face, like storm-weathered stone, twists as if in pain.
Minago, the one who... Be careful. She's one of the deadliest creatures in the whole demon horde. She was once responsible for a massacre in Canabras. She must be back to finish what she started.
The powerful Lilitu Minago is one of the demons whose names in Mendev are always spoken with a curse. She's the author of two of the most horrific atrocities in the history of the Crusades, the fall of Dresden and the Red Morning Massacre of Canabras. Hey, demon woman, what's wrong with your face?
How rude. You're one to talk, mortal, with a face that even a mother would loathe. Staunton, sweetie. You're not going to let your friends speak to me like that, are you?
That wench? She's the one who led me astray. She's the reason my life has gone to the abyss. She's the reason why Dresden fell.
Founded as a city fortress during the hubris of the First Mendevian Crusade, Dresden was overtaken by demonic hordes of the whirlwind, and now stands as a demonic monument to the foolish naivete of those early crusaders.
Oh my, like butter wouldn't melt. What I remember is how eagerly you would run to our trysts, how you begged to see me again, how you promised you'd do anything I asked. By your own free will, you said this. And now you claim that Dresden fell because of me. No, my dear. That was entirely your own doing.
I'll beat your lying lips into your filthy throat!
Now, Staunton, don't say things like that. Not about these lips, the ones you kissed so sweetly. Staunton, dearest, don't you love me anymore? Remember how good we were together? I was so hoping that we could patch things up.
I'll kill you!
Save the last one for me.
Guess she would run away.
Make every strike count!
It should work. Is it flawed?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel! Did you see that? You won't survive me.
Yeah, I met the enemy Abracadilla, who possesses the damage reduction ability. Two main types of damage are physical and energy damage. Weapon attacks most frequently deal physical damage. Some creatures possess the ability called damage reduction, which lowers all physical damage the creature receives by a certain number, depending on the creature itself. In the description of the ability, it's always specified how to overcome it. It could be specific. I already read this, right? Yes. And they recommend using Phoenix's ear-piercing scream. Can't pick this up anymore. Oh god, oh god, oh no. It's doing it again. Keyboard is all messed up. Yeah, there's a strange bug with this game. Maybe it's just with this particular type of keyboard or something. Oh god. There we go. Because this happened in the first game too for me. All of a sudden you can't. The keyboard just is doing something. The game is doing something to my PC.
The mongrel did it.
As soon as you step into the chamber, your vision seems to darken and your knees buckle. You struggle to keep your balance. The air in here is laden with the power coming from the stone. Suddenly, your head is filled with voices, screaming, whispering, cackling, threatening, voices pleading for help, shrieking curses and taunts. You blink and the illusion passes.
Congratulations. You made it all the way here. This is it. Your precious Wardstone. Well, what are you planning to do now? I could kill you where you stand. But wouldn't it be nice if you could die in battle like heroes? No. I want you to die in despair, scrabbling around like rats in the blighted ruins of your city, blind and broken, your flesh scabbed and seeping, and every moment knowing precisely what was done to you.
Sounds terrifying. Except that's how we've been living for generations.
There isn't a soul that can resist the temptations of the abyss. Even a stone can be turned. I'm not joking. Your precious Wardstone, weakened from the injury inflicted by the scarring, has almost succumbed to my charms. Soon the whole barrier around the world's wound, the gift of your useless goddess, will be a weapon of the abyss. Just a little more, and boom. Every city with one of these eyesores stuck in the middle of it, from Canabras to Nerosian, will turn into smoking craters, and all the mortals into red sludge beneath our hooves. So you have a choice, especially you, my pet. Kiss me on my dainty hoof, pledge your loyalty to Baphomet, and when the world falls, its ruin shall be yours.
Who are you?
You've already forgotten me. Mortals have awfully short memories, even shorter than your little lives. Staunton, sweetums, don't you want to introduce me to your friends properly? No? Well, I better do it myself. I am Minago, Lily II and faithful servant of Baphomet, and leader of his armies. The city is mine now. I'm just starting to settle in, get things just how I like them. But once I'm finished, I promise you, the results will be simply to die for.
Lilitudes enjoy a few things more than leading mortals into all manners of sinful acts, in the hope that when the mortal perishes, your soul will feel the abyss. The exact nature of sin that a Lilitude tempts a mortal into committing varies, but these demons are adept at reading mortal desires and secrets, quickly discerning which sins a specific target can be convinced to perform. Lilitudes possess a hideous ability. They can turn their victims into husks, immobile and desiccated bodies that do not actually die, but preserve their life in consciousness. Lilitude can assume the form of their husks, stealing their face and appearance and treating their poor victims like a living wardrobe. It's interesting.
And it was such a charming little place until you sullied it with your presence. It had such lovely boulevards, quiet and shaded. You took those away from me, and I shan't forgive you for that.
They've done much worse things than spoil the promenades. All the people they've killed.
Yes, of course, you're right. I grieve for the common folk as well.
What are you doing to that stone?
Well, quite what am I doing to it? Probably the same thing I did to many of your comrades. Sweetly and tenderly persuading it to abandon the mortals and join our side.
Prepare to fight to the death, demon! We won't let that happen.
Shut your filthy mouth, scum.
Make me. One of the sweetest spoils of war is gloating over your broken and humiliated enemy. You want to deny me that pleasure?
Your victory celebrations are a little premature, demon. Echoing the holy flame erupting from your hand, the light also gets brighter and brighter until it floods the chamber. You hear the voices again, stronger now. They repeat your words like a choir of angels. You perform a good action.
Hey, no eyes! Didn't you tell us that heaven had turned its back on us and no one would come to our aid?
No eyes. Don't listen to her. The fiend wants us to lose all hope. She won't succeed.
I'm done with this shit! I only followed this hooked menace because I thought the Crusaders had it, and there was no other way to protect my family. But now I see that there is hope. I won't bow before these heinous idols ever again. If they kill me, at least I'll die a decent death.
Yes! Return to our side, friends! Have courage! We will welcome you back, and heaven never abandoned you, no matter what this deceiver told you.
Turncoat, I'll cut out your heart.
We'll see how tough you really are.
We let you frighten us once, but it won't happen again.
I see blood! Blood!
Only two of them? Oh my god, yeah, they're gonna die over there. Shit. funny.
Here's a little demonstration.
The demoness whispers a spell and a wave of darkness sweeps through the chamber. The companions wince in pain. But it's nothing compared to what you feel. Thousands of voices once again burst into your mind, drowning you in their moans, screams, and sobs. Pain rocks through your skull. You will pay for this demon scum. You will pay dearly.
Powerless rage. I love it.
Oh, that's why it's considered an evil action. The roar of voices blends into an unbearable wall of screaming. Your vision goes dark.
Praise Iomade, you woke up. Healing your wounds was easy, but you were unconscious for so long, I was starting to worry we'd lost you.
Did we win?
Sadly, no. We couldn't stand up to the demoness. Her spells were too strong. It's all right. We'll handle it somehow. You blacked out, but Staunton and I managed to get you here to the Defender's Heart. It used to be a tavern, but now it's our headquarters. We're gathering our forces here, and we're preparing to strike back.
I found a cultist dispatch in the dungeons. It seems they are holed up in the Tower of Estrad.
Demons have been filling Canobras with their spies and infiltrators for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't have enough people to attack the place right now, at least not blindly. I'd be grateful if you snuck in there and scouted out the situation. But just scouting. Don't be a hero.
What's the situation in this city?
Bad, but not hopeless. We're constantly getting news, and new sources of resistance keep springing up in the districts where everyone seemed to be dead. The survivors are gathering here. You should see them. Their faces, their eyes burning with determination. The city is destroyed, but our resistance is not broken. We will keep fighting.
What do you plan to do next?
You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the Wardstone and blow up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canobras, but every city with a Wardstone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomade's gift must not become a weapon of the Abyss.
Tell me about the Wardstone. Why is it so important?
The Wardstones are a gift of Iomade, created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the Celestial armies. The Wardstones keep the World Wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Canobras obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the Abyss.
Can I help you in any way?
First of all, we need to decide what to do with the stone once we get it. What I'm about to say is classified. A traveler came to the city recently. A blind elf calling himself the Storyteller. He insisted he be allowed to examine the Wardstone, and he raised the alarm when his study was finished. Even before the demon attack, he had found some damage or flaw in the stone. Prelate Hoolroom dismissed his words as nonsense, borderline blasphemy. But between you and me, the prelate's opinion isn't worth much. I think the Storyteller knew what he was talking about. We could use his advice right now. If only we knew where he was. I remember the storyteller spent a lot of time talking to Staunton, a dwarf from my unit. You saw him during the demon attack. The elf asked him about the history of the Crusades. Maybe the storyteller told Staunton something about where we could find him if anything happened. There's another problem. After the attack, the demons began to gather their forces at the Grey Garrison. It'll be even harder to take them with a head-on assault. But I once heard soldiers talking about a secret entrance to the garrison. Trouble is, I have no idea where to look for it. While you explore the city, please keep your eyes open, in case you find something we can use. And one last thing. The Eagle Watch has lost a lot of soldiers recently. Some were killed, but others simply haven't been seen since the attack. In the chaos that is now Canobras, it's next to impossible to confirm anything for sure. One of the missing fighters is Jana Aldori, a new recruit in the Watch. She got along well with Sela, and she often went drinking with her. I honestly thought Sela and Jana had died together. But now Sela's returned with you, and there's no sign of Jana. If you learn anything of her whereabouts when you're out in the city, please report back.
She cheated on Anivia with Jana, I think.
May the goddess help you. We're still fighting, which means that Canobras still hasn't fallen. If you come across any groups in the city that can fight, send them here to the Defender's Heart. We'll need every fighter we can muster for the final assault. Yes, one more thing. If you're in the area, check out this address. It's our house. Mine and Anevia's. Well, it was our house. If the building is still standing, open the hidden compartment in the kitchen. It's filled with supplies for a rainy day. You can take whatever you find. You have more need of it.
Head chomper. And look at all the crap today. Oh my god, overloaded. Okay, we'll come back for those other things. Let me just find a merchant real quick. Hey, wait. Mind if I bend your ear about something? Any of you that's outside your door? Leaning casually against a shelf. So, here's the first and most important thing. Beth gave you a crucial mission, I get that, and I know you'll get the job done. I saw you in action, but here's the rub. By sending you out on an errand, we're weakening our defenses here. If they come at us while you're gone, I don't know if we'll be able to fight them off. Do you want me to stay here and guard the tavern? You what? No, your task is far more important. You can't just hole up. You can't just hole up here all cozy like, waiting for the demons to knock on the door. We need to take the fight to them. But if those freaks try to make a move on this place, Beth will send a runner to get you. If that happens, you leg it back here, alright? Because if you don't, you'll be coming back to an ash pile. Got it? Everything seems clear so far. What else do you wish to discuss? So, the rift that damned Beetle left with its scythe? Yeah, well, it cut the city into two, and it's kind of difficult to get across. My scouts tell me there's a halfway decent place to set up a crossing in Market Square. Not that any of them tried it to make sure, but if you've got a mind to go across, and I think you're gonna have to eventually, you might want to give the square a once-over. When do you think the demons will attack next? Your guess is as good as mine. It might not be here. They would attack the whole damn city. It might not be here. They could attack the whole damn city. Those vermin know. That doesn't make any sense, that sense. Those vermin know they've lost the upper hand and that we're going to push back hard. If things kick off here, you should know. After they attack, some things could be changed beyond recognition. So if you've got any business that needs taking care of, you'd better do it soon. Thank you for your warning. See you later. Later, watch yourself out there. Okay. Oh, she's just gonna leave. Okay, A strange figure towers over the bar. A huge, ungainly man with skin so milky white that his blue veins are visible even from a distance. His bald head is equal part lumpy and pitted, and blood-filled eyes stare impassively out at you from beneath his pale brows. The glass in the albino's large, clumsy hands look dangerously delicate, as if one twitch of those callous fingers would be enough to crush it. A gold medallion engraved with a tankard gleams around his neck. What'll it be? The medallion you're wearing, that's a sacred symbol, isn't it? Are you a cleric of Caden Kalian? I'm a tavern keeper, best in the city, the best there's ever been, and I pray to the best god there is. Show me what you have. Alright, let's sell all this crap. I hate that the scroll actually has weight. £17 of just You received the amulet, the item amulet that no one in the party was able to identify. To learn the properties of a magic item, you need to identify it. Once the item is added to your inventory, the character with the highest arcane skill will make a check. The check is successful, you may only learn magic. You can automatically identify the item at any vendor. So now that should be identified, right? Okay. Silver Tongue Amulet. Persuasion.
So many thoughts, so little time.
Okay. Where's the owl?
This way.
You don't see it, it's just...
Wherever my legs carry me.
Camellia looks at you pensively, toying with a snake-shaped bone amulet that dangles from her pale neck. Noticing your glance, she flashes you a cold, barely there smile. Greetings. It seems for a moment that the girl wants to say something else, but the pause grows too long and she slips back into cautious silence. Where did you learn to wield a rapier so well? I had good teachers. Although they don't get all the credit, I am a most diligent student. Camellia licks her parched lips. Your amulet is quite unusual. Where did you get it? My little trinket. It's so nice for you to notice. But I assure you, this amulet is nothing but bauble. Can a lady not be drawn to beautiful, useless things? Your speech tells me you are a noble birth. Camellia laughs her practiced musical laugh as she watches you from under lowered lashes. You're most insightful, a fine quality to have. Camellia's laughter ends, and unspoken words hang in silence. Trying to get in her pants, please. You're looking for that half man, half lizard dick. That's what you want. We'll just say the truth. There's nothing wrong with being noble. People are not born equal. I wouldn't have pegged you as a philosopher. Tell me about yourself. You want to know more about me than you already do? Why? Camellia arches a dainty brow. I talk to the spirits of this tormented land, and they guide me in battle. I'll help you fight the demons, and I swear that you can rely on me in this matter. Isn't that sufficient? Anyway, as much as I enjoy our delightful conversations, the spirits are calling me, and I must respond. Please excuse me. Camellia turns away, watching you out of the corner of her eye. The neat smile on Camellia's lips disappears so quickly you almost wonder if you imagined it. Oh, we got our 2,000 coins. He did keep his word. do you mean, someone like me? Wow. Oh, failed perception check? But you already given me 2,000 for getting you out of the fucking caves. So Pitaxian wine cellar. Pitax's origins lie with brigands from the neighbors to the north, brave boy, who sought sanctuary amid the forests of the river kingdoms. A band of vicious thieves made a hideout in the river hamlet known as Pitax. I think we've been there before in the first game. As they visited there years after year, their ill-gotten goals slowly transformed Pitax into something considerably larger than a simple sleepy fishing village. Eventually, the bandit settles in Pitax permanently, building walls around the village, hiring sellswords to help defend against their enemies, and crowning themselves kings of a newfound realm. With this, Pitax became a permanent fixture of the River Kingdom, able to survive and thrive for nearly 4 centuries while others around it withered and decayed. It once belonged to a Pitaxian trading house. The King Irovedi came to power in Pitax and property started changing hands. Soon after, the seller's shop assistant was found in a ditch. Not all of him, mind you. Just his head. Nemerian gangsters had taken possession of the place. The amid the wreckage of a crashed starship from a distant world, technomancers from across Galorian flock to research and exploit the technological wonders found within the otherworldly ruins. Meanwhile, tribes of primitive barbarians cling to age-old tradition. And eschew technology in favor of their own raw skill and martial prowess. This is a nation where, under the auspices of technological advancement and the betterment of civilization, a select few rule a subjugated nation as despots and tyrants, placing their power and continued reign above the well-being of their citizens. They wanted to sell something stronger than wine in the street, and they ended up on the gallows. The king of Aravedi's number was up, so now the store stands empty and unclaimed. People say that a headless ghost wanders the place at night, moaning ghoulishly. If they're coming to the end, to this end of the story, unusually long by his standards, the tavern keeper takes a swig from his tankard. Just don't ask me how he makes any noise with no head. I wasn't there. Just tell it like I heard it. I see you're not one for talking. Janelle gives you a long, mournful look and says nothing. He is super pale. Only his head is super pale. So he's wearing makeup.
Forwards! No backwards, backwards!
Today we're alive, but what about tomorrow? We all question that every day. Jana? Who's Jana? A young man in well-worn traveling clothes and simple wooden symbol of Arasto on his chest is currently cutting a linen robe into strips to use as bandages. Despite his visible exhaustion, he works with zeal, singing some tune about red braids and ripe sheaves of wheat under his breath. He raises his warm, chestnut-colored eyes to you. Are you one of the Crusaders? Thank you for defending those of us whose talents lie off the battlefield. I am Janelle, servant of Arasto. Pleased to meet you. What are you doing here? I only took my holy orders recently, so my god has only bestowed a little of his power upon me as yet. I'm sorry to say that the power of wounded fighters in this tavern is far beyond my power to heal. But there's a reason people say have faith in the gods, but look to yourself first. I may not be able to help the wounded with magic, but I can at least cut up bandages. Are you from around here? No, I was just passing through Canabras. I was sailing down that old man of ours, the Great Salmon River, to a village by the name of Chili Creek. I happened to land in the city on the eve of the festival, and I'm ashamed to say I decided to stay for a day and enjoy myself, but I ended up staying in the city longer than I'd bargained for. Chili Creek, where is that? It's a small fishing village. It's not even marked on some maps, but people do live there. What they don't have is a priest. They have no one to heal their wounds, no one to offer prayers for a good catch, no one to give their dead a dignified burial, and the whirlwind is a stone's throw away. So I'll be setting sail for Chili Creek, serve my god and my people. Once we've held Canabras, I'll be going there. If, by the grace of the good gods, we all survive this, you should come and visit me sometime. You'll find the village here, on the bank of the river, and please mark Chili Creek on your map. Aren't you a young and inexperienced cleric, afraid to go to the border of the world? I won't lie, I am afraid, but what can I do? Those villagers are simple people like you and me. Every day of their short lives is spent doing hard, honest work. That's exactly the kind of life I want. Something simple but meaningful. If I had centuries ahead of me, like elves and some other races do, I might have spared some 50 years or so to travel around the world, the young man says with a smile. Or maybe even 100, why not? But I don't have time to spare, so I want to spend my short life in the place where I'm needed most, even if it's dangerous. Especially if it's dangerous. I could use the help of a cleric. Janelle makes a helpless gesture. Arasto knows I'd be glad to help you, but it's no use. My spells are depleted and I have no training in potions or scrolls. See this robe I'm cutting up for bandages? It's the second to last one. May Arasto watch over you. A tall, fragile-looking elf sits in front of you, eyes closed. He is pale as a ghost, his arm wrapped in a blood-stained bandage. He's brought other bandages on his body under his clothes, but even in such a miserable state, he manages to keep calm. Raising his eyes to meet yours, he says faintly, "I am Thorn Autumn Haze, at your service." His pale lips are reddened by blood, but you see no sign of pain or fear in his gray eyes. "Do you need help?" After giving you a cold, intense look, he shakes his head. "Do not trouble yourself on my behalf. A local healer tended to me. Besides, I come from resilient, hardy people. My body will endure both the wounds and the poison delivered through them." "Who wounded you?" "A sinner, an accomplice to demons, the quarry I'm hunting in this inhospitable place." "Who are you?" "My name is Thorn Autumn Haze. I've come here from Keonan because I am a hunter, and all minions of evil are my quarry. I won't say more than that, if you don't mind. We are strangers and of different races and cultures. I'd rather not tell you more than is necessary." "I'm Venus. You can trust me. I might be able to help." After a brief pause, Thorn says, "It would be impolite to refuse such a direct and friendly offer." "Who is this quarry here in Mendev?" "I was hunting a fugitive, a Descarite by the name of Kaelissa. It pains me to admit that there are heinous malefactors such as her among my noble kind. I managed to catch up to her in Canabras, and I wounded her. Then demons appeared, and the city was engulfed in flames. I was injured in the battle that ensued, and couldn't free her soul from its service to her dark masters." He expresses no anger or hatred as he speaks, only compassionate sorrow. "I'm sorry for your misfortune. I hope things will turn out differently next time." He purses his lips. "There is no need for pity. Our ancient kind is blessed with great longevity." We gain a deeper understanding of the world than other races, and we learn our lessons better than anyone. That goes for learning from our mistakes as well. I survived, which means I will be more prepared next we meet. I wish to aid you in your hunt. Thorn covers his eyes wearily. I thank you, but this is my mission, and I've used to face all manner of terrors of my own. I do appreciate your willingness to help. If you happen to meet Kylissa, take caution. She has turned many innocent souls to the path of evil, and darkness has rewarded her with many gifts. Her appearance alone will tell you that. It is warped. The agate skin, the malicious stare of her blood-red eyes, the bestial teeth. She's more monster than elf at this point. What does this Kylissa look like again? What? Not enough? Her skin is dark, her hair preternaturally white. Her red eyes can see perfectly in the dark, which, to my dismay, I've come to know from experience. But bright light causes her kind pain. I use an alchemical powder that explodes in a dazzling flash, and she cried out if I had stabbed her. It is clear that this woman is a faithful servant of darkness. The marks that Kylissa's masters have left on her appearance say so much. I'd like to know more about you. I won't hold anything back, not who I am, why I made my way here, or who it is that I'm pursuing. Tell me more about yourself. Other peoples tend to believe that identity is the sum of a person's action and such events that happen to them. For them, I am one of a long line of warriors of Keonan, who, since his youth, has dedicated himself to hunting evil and injustices. For them, I am successful and capable huntsman who has tracked down and slain a great many monsters. But I am an elf, and for me, my identity has a different meaning. It is shaped by the place where I was born, and that I love so deeply. I am shaped by what I find beautiful and what makes my heart quicken, by the fears that come to me in the dead of night, by the things I find so intolerable that at the sight of them my very core darkens and fills with poison. Thus, to tell you who I am, I would require many days and much candor, which is more than you and I have at our disposal. Why did you choose to be a hunter of evil? Because I am a son of a noble and proud nation. We are sometimes criticized for our arrogance, but no one dares doubt our honor. When a crime is committed, we cannot turn a blind eye. If we were to abandon our obligation to oppose evil, if we were to surrender this obligation to other races, we would also relinquish our preeminence. I wish there's a picture of him when you're talking to him. What are these guys doing in the frickin' basement? Who's that in there? Yes, I'm selling that shit. Taking all of it. The button won't budge.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Okay, let me just sell all this crap before I talk to that guy down there. $65 gold.
Let's shake a leg.